Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in the previous video you saw that we completed almost our 3D printer, and we have also done the wiring of the extruder, motors and the hot end, etc. And in today's video we will complete our final printer, and we will attach the heat bed and power supply and etc. So first of all we will attach the heat bed. As you can see, we have already fitted the timing belt on the y-axis gantry. So we will just place the heat bed on this gantry. So here you can see this is the heat bed I'm going to use. I'm using it for 12 volt. So I have connected first terminal for positive and the second and third terminal combined as negative. So this is the thermistor. You can attach it anywhere on the heat bed. So make sure it's touching the heat bed firmly, and these are the springs I'm going to use. So you can use any springs. So this is the 3D print part that I will use as the spring rotator at the base of the bed, so that I can tight or loose the bed corners. And these are the screws. I'm using inches screws. You can use screws and nuts. So here is the filament stand. I will place it on the profile, and also you can see here this is the power supply. So I'm using 12 volt power supply. So this is all set up for 12 volt. So each part on the printer I'm using is having 12 volt. So let me attach the heat bed first. Now I have attached the heat bed on the y-axis gantry. As you can see, the heat bed is placed. So I have connected it like this, spring between the bed and the gantry, and the 3D print part is at the bottom with the nut inside it. So I have also attached the filament stand on the top of the frame. So you can see here this is our complete final printer. So now we will connect the power supply and turn it on, and then we will upload the code and we will test that everything is working fine. So let me just attach the wiring with the power supply, then we will upload the code. So now our wiring is completed. As you can see, I have also connected the LCD in the front. So I don't have the 3D print of the LCD for now. We will print it later and attach it with the LCD. So for now everything is installed. So I have also connected the power supply, but before turning on the power supply we will connect the Arduino with the laptop, and we will see that if it is turning on or not, and after that we will upload the code in the Arduino and we will see everything on the LCD that if it is perfect or not. After that we will turn on the power supply, and before turning on the power supply make sure that all wiring is completed and no wires are short between each other. So let me connect the Arduino with the laptop here. So as you can see, the LED has been turned on, so that means it's working. So let me show you the firmware. So here it is. As you can see here, first we will upload the firmware, and after that I will show you the firmware. Make sure the port is connected. You can see here COM13 Arduino Mega is connected here. So Arduino Mega is already selected here. So I will just upload the code. So you can see that code is uploading. So let me take you to the LCD. So on the screen you can see that firmware is uploaded. So you can see the temperature. First one is for the hot end and the second one is for the heat bed at XYZ position, and this is the percentage, SD card percentage. This is timer on the left side, and at the bottom you can see the name, so you can change the name in firmware. So let me continue by turning on the power supply. Then we will check that how our printer is working, and we will see that if anything is remaining to change in the firmware. So let's turn on the power supply and then test the movements and the positions of our motors. So before moving any axis, keep the heads in the middle so that if you move in any direction, so it does not bump into any component. So we will place it like this, so all the axes are in the middle. So now we will start the printer. Now we will move each axis and we will see that the orientation is correct or not. So we will go to the prepare. So let me move the x-axis first. So I will move 10 mm. So as you can see, I'm moving in positive direction, but it is going in negative direction. So we need to invert the direction of x-axis in firmware, and after that let me check for y also. So for y it is also going in negative direction, so we will change the y-axis direction also. And after that for z-axis we will move smaller movement because it has lead screw, so we will move only 1 or 5 mm. So we will move. So as you can see, I'm moving in positive direction and it is going upward, so that means z-axis is correct. So we need to invert the direction of x and y axis, and we also need to check the extruder motor. But for extruder motor we need to heat up the nozzle up to 180 degree or 200, because it extruder motor will not move until the hot end temperature reaches 180. So we will just heat up. So let me check the bed also if it is heating up or not. So I will just heat it up to 40 degree for now. So let's see. So as you can see, the temperature is rising. Now temperature has reached up to 180, so we will go to prepare and move axis, then we will move extruder. So first we have checked x, y and z, and now we will see the extruder motor. So let me move 10 mm. So after moving 10 mm, let's see in which direction it goes. So you can see it is going in the right direction. So when I'm moving in positive direction, it should rotate anti-clockwise so that it should push the filament downward. So this is working fine. So that means extruder motor and z-axis motor have the correct direction. So we just need to invert the x and y axis direction so that we can move in correct direction. So now I will just upload the firmware again and we will see that if it is working fine or not. You can see here the direction as here is written in the configuration.h file. You can see the invert x direction, y, z and e. So I have changed the direction of x and y. So it was earlier false and true, so I have changed into true and false. So the firmware is uploaded. Now you can see here the new firmware is uploaded. Now we will test the movement again. So we will go to the prepare section and we will go to the move and we will see the movement of x-axis. So let me show you the movement. So now it should go to the right side. So you can see here it is going in the right direction. So this is the negative direction, and for y-axis in positive direction it should move forward. So you can see here it is working fine now. So that means each axis has now correct orientation. So after attaching everything, for the final alignment of the printer and the alignment of the heat bed, so that you can move the hot end on the complete bed, you need to attach this part at this position or this position anywhere, so that the nozzle, when it homes the x-axis, the nozzle tip should be parallel to this corner. So let me show you. So when it will go for homing, so for now it is enabled, so x-axis motor is enabled, so it will not move. So let me just home the x-axis. So you can see here it is homing x-axis. So let me show you. So you can see that the hot end nozzle is out of the heat bed when it has homed the x-axis. So we just need to move this 3D print a little bit forward, so that the nozzle tip becomes vertical to this corner. So let me just change this. So we will do the same for y-axis, and also we will do the same for z-axis. For y-axis, what we will do, you can see the limit switch at the back. You can see, let me show you. You can see there limit switch at the back. So you will just move the limit switch forward and backward to change the position of the homing, to change the homing position of the y-axis bed. So to change the z-axis position so that the nozzle tip stays on the bed at 0.2 mm, you need to move this limit switch upward and downward, so that you can adjust the position of all axes manually. So this is the way that you can adjust the homing positions, and after that we will check the alignments. So if you have 90-degree angle, so you can place the 90-degree angle here, and you can measure the angle, so it should be straight. So if it is not straight, you can move any lead screw rod and make it vertical. So this is how you will make the axis alignment. And so the only thing is remaining, that PTFE tube. So let me attach the PTFE tube also. Now PTFE tube is also attached. So I think I have completed the 3D printer for now. So we will place the glass on the bed later when we will start testing. And before testing, so we have one thing to do. So we just need to align the homing positions, and after that in the next video I will show you that how you can calibrate the steps. Till now we haven't figured out that our steps are correct or not. So we will just do the test print in the next video, and we will configure the steps if it is correct or not. So I will show you two methods so that you can correct the steps per mm in your firmware for each axis. So that's it for today. If you still think that I have missed anything, you can comment down or you can contact me, so I will teach you further. So that's it for today. See you in the next video. Till then, Allah Hafiz.